Now, usually when you hear about a kid doing something to cause a public disturbance, you automatically think streamer. But unfortunately, it was a YouTuber this time. Yesterday, a teenager from Nebraska derailed a train so that he can get that sick and twisted clip for his YouTube channel. Now no, he didn't Hancock the bitch and derail the train with his body, but instead messed with the switch that guides the train onto the proper track. And honestly, when I hear about a train derailment, I'm thinking Final Destination type shit, where we have one too many deaths and it was caused by a freak accident. But even after being tampered with, this was all this kid was able to capture.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my freaking god! Oh my god, are they okay?
No lie, the crash that broke my arm was more exciting than this. I've seen people trip and fall with more intensity than this train derailment. And what's funny is that at first you're like, alright, that's pretty crazy that you were able to capture this on video. But then when you watch it again, you start to wonder why nothing is adding up. Why is the rail car in the middle of the tracks like that? I'm not a conductor, but I'm pretty sure the train operator isn't just leaving parts of his fucking train for the next guy to haul and not at least give them a warning that, hey, right when you come around that blind turn, the fucking caboose of my train is going to be right there. Also, if you guys didn't notice, but his camera is on a tripod. That's why it starts shaking as the train's approaching. And if you slow it down, you can actually see parts of the tripod. Who the fuck goes up to a railroad crossing and sets up their camera in anticipation for a train to crash? Oh, that's right. The man responsible for the crash. And the police who were investigating everything knew that immediately. It says that the teenager, who was not named because he is 17, was charged with 2 felonies, both for criminal mischief causing damage worth more than $5,000. And if you're thinking they caught this guy by getting fingerprints and checking for semen at the scene, it doesn't go that deep. This idiot was apparently the first one to report the derailment, saying that he even approached an investigator at the scene to show him the footage he got. Now, if I noticed that filming from a tripod was a little unusual, then an investigator whose job it is to notice unusual things noticed that. The investigator was probably like, hey, can you send me that and then give me your name and phone number and we'll get back to you? And the kid's like, yeah, no problem. Here's my address too if you want to come up to my house so I can show you it in person again. Blue Lives Matter, officer. It then says later an investigator found that a padlock that was on the rail switch was missing. And then when they asked the kid, hey, do you know anything about this? He obviously denied it, but it says that the investigator wrote down that he knew where the switch was and how to operate it. That's not something the police knew just by looking at the kid. I can guarantee you that. And then on top of that, it says that when they checked the security footage, they saw a car with a lone driver traveling around the area just before the derailment. 1000% this is how everything went down. After the 2 officers saw the video the kid took, they started asking him questions to see if he knew what happened, not realizing that he was already a suspect. They then started asking him train questions, and like Sheldon from the fucking Big Bang Theory, he's like, bazinga, that's exactly how it works. And they're like, so other than the conductor who was on the train and the fact that there was no other rail workers here, you were the only other one who knows how to work this thing? And he's like, yeah, it's real easy. All you gotta do is just look up a YouTube video and anyone can figure it out, officer. And they're like, right. So you ever been arrested before, sir? Kid? Son? But it says that the punishment for all this could include a $15,000 fine and up to 7 years in prison. Now, the fact that he is still a minor and that this is one of those situations where they'd rather have the family pay rather than send some train-loving nerd to jail, I can guarantee you that he won't get anywhere near 7 years in prison. Should he get his YouTube channel deleted? Yeah, I'd say that's a fair punishment. I mean, look at how close the train actually got to where the car was lined up to. If that train was going a little faster and it hit a different angle, that train could have taken out that Jeep, and all this kid would have said was,
oh my freaking god!
Yeah guys, I don't know why YouTube age restricted my last 2 videos, but that's why I re-uploaded them, but I promise I will never do that to you guys again. Until Monday. Peace.